Hey there. If you're new around here, I'm Melinda.
I'm Tracey.
And we are the Gallivanting Gals. We travel the world to bring you all the best places to visit, the things to see, the things to do,
And the yummy foods to eat.
So please give us a thumbs up.
Hit that subscribe button
so you can follow along on our adventures. Hey y'all.
Hey Gallivanters.
So as you can see, we are in the car. And it is early 2021, March 2021, and we are currently on a road trip across 5 states, really north and south, but 5 states from Indiana to Florida, Central Florida. And we wanted to talk a little bit today about what to expect road tripping right now, especially during the pandemic where the vaccines sort of rolled out, but certainly not the majority of folks have it yet. And I think you want to go ahead with your first observation.
Well, I was just going to say, from driving and compared to 2020, traffic's heavier.
Yes.
Traffic is heavier.
Yeah, definitely more people are out just, obviously doing their thing. The next item that we want you to know about is what to expect driving. So, Trace, since you've been driving the majority of this trip, have people learned to drive any better?
Oh, no. No, actually, I think because everybody's been inside so long, I think they've forgotten how to drive.
Yep.
Because I think people have forgotten how to drive.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. I mean, guys,
You're not the only ones on the road.
Yeah, and the lane we're in right now is for passing.
Yeah.
It is not for staying in it and riding in it.
Yeah.
Driving has actually gotten worse. We have had more people who couldn't stay in their lane, and more people who just ride in the passing lane than I think ever before.
Yeah, and like we took a trip to Tampa to see my cousins, and on I-4 it took us over 3 hours to get there because of accidents in the passing lane, in the far left lane.
Yep. It should be an hour and a half drive, and it took us over 3 hours.
Yep.
To go like 98 miles or something like that. I would say bring your patience.
Yes. We always say bring your patience, but
we do.
Right now, driving.
Especially now, I don't know if people just haven't been driving, or they just don't care, or they're just still think they're in their own little bubble. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it does definitely seem to be getting progressively worse.
Yes.
So be prepared. But along with that, what we have noticed is pretty much everywhere we have stopped, they have signs on the door, mask required, social distancing, the markings are on the floor. Some stores have hand sanitizer at the cash register or even at the door or by the bathrooms. Some have none. They all have it for sale, and they all have masks for sale. But
it's kind of hit or miss.
Yeah. So is the mask wearing.
Yeah.
And I get it. Some places are already, I know Texas is, pulling the mask mandate and saying that it's not required anymore. And there's not a ubiquitous policy across not even all the states, but even every county and jurisdiction. But our thought is, if you see it on the door of the establishment, you expect that establishment requires it. We just stopped to get some drinks, use the bathroom in northern Florida, and it's on the door, it clearly said mask required.
And 6 feet.
Yeah. I think there was, out of maybe 15 people we saw in the entire store, including the workers, it was us and 2 other people that had masks on.
Yeah.
Including the worker had no mask on.
Right.
Obviously, it's all about managing your own personal risk and your risk level and what you feel comfortable with. We feel like the masks are
still mandatory.
Yeah, for us, even though we're even in our window of immunity with the variants out there, it's just not something that we want to go through or we want to put our loved ones through. So just be aware, even if everywhere you're going has a mask mandate, if your expectation is that everybody's going to be wearing masks, just be aware that if your expectation is because there's a mask mandate in that area that everybody will be wearing their masks, that will not be the case.
No.
It just hasn't happened.
Unless you're someplace like Disney that has people that specifically watch out for that. And
Yes,
tell you.
yes. So, and that's where we've been is to Disney World. And, yeah, but everywhere around it, I mean, there were definitely people, just not doing it. For us, I think we've seen the larger places like travel plazas, truck stops, seem to do a better job of having cleaning protocols, keeping things clean, having hand sanitizer. When you stop maybe at some smaller places, really don't expect much more than a sign on the door and markings on the floor, which some people observe, most people don't.
Yeah, I was going to say whether or not people actually pay attention to that and do what they're asking them to. But then again, some places you stop, like you said, the worker didn't even have a mask on, so how can you expect the patrons to have a mask on if the workers don't?
Right. So we wanted to let you guys know that tidbit as we continue on this road trip. We want to give you some more kind of tips and tricks. The first thing, though, that we want to show you is what we like to carry with us, which is we have a whole pouch of supplies. So we've got wipes, we've got, just the disposable masks, we've got hand sanitizer, and we've got gloves. We're not really using the gloves now like we were, but we keep these in the car all the time because, you might forget your mask might get wet, you might have somebody with you who doesn't have a mask. And the wipes, we've always kept wipes in the car anyway.
Yeah.
We just keep more in it now.
Yeah.
The thing we want to let you know about, or, what to expect on a road trip is that some restaurants, some are not even open. Others have modified hours. And some are only open for drive-thru.
Yes.
Or takeout.
And their websites aren't always up to date.
No.
So you can't go by that.
Yeah, so just know that, be prepared to eat in your car, maybe bring some snacks, because, yes, you will find that not everything is open or it doesn't have its normal hours. We found that out the hard way with some Starbucks.
Yeah.
That wasn't fun.
No, it wasn't.
We needed coffee. So just a heads up on kind of what we're experiencing on a road trip early 2021.